Hello YouTubers out there, this is Jerry Saravia the Movies. So today we're starting a whole new topic on my channel called Secret Film Facts. This is Volume 1. So we're going to talk about certain trivial film facts that are not known to most classic film buffs out there. And we'll run the course of several different types of films, popular films, whatever. So in this case we're going to focus on 3 films in this episode. First one being Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So there is, as everybody knows, the famous scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark that was improvised on the set, which is the swordsman versus the gunman gag. And rather than have a full the swordsman attacking Indiana Jones and Indy takes out his whip type of thing fight scene, some of it which was in fact shot for the movie, they decided to because Harrison was not feeling well, he was getting sick, to just shoot the guy. Some say it was Harrison's suggestion, others say it was Spielberg's, etc. Anyway, there's a reprise of this famous gag from Raiders of the Lost Ark in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And this is where he, comes across these 2 thuggy guards, and they take out their swords, and he reaches for his gun, and there's no gun in his holster. Of course, he lost the gun earlier in the film, hence why he doesn't have a gun. And then he smiles, and then he fights the 2 guards. Now, in the original script to Temple of Doom, it seems as if this particular gag is not mentioned. So it's very possible that the gag was improvised. So we'll color this particular fact as a film fact, and that it was improvised for the film, although there's hardly any information out there as to who came up with the idea, and if whether it was Spielberg's suggestion or Ford's. We know a lot of things are improvised in the Indiana Jones movies, so we'll say this one was certainly improvised as well. Next up is William Randolph Hearst III. Actually has no issues with the film Citizen Kane, which at the time was seen as an attack on William Randolph Hearst, his grandfather, when in fact it was really more of an attack on Hearst and his relationship with Marion Davies. Now, according to William Randolph Hearst III, in 1985, he enjoyed the film Citizen Kane and asked Orson Welles, or told Orson Welles, that he could visit his grandfather's San Simeon estate anytime he pleased on his tab. Those are his exact words. Now, apparently, William Randolph Hearst also had spoken about the film at the San Francisco Film Festival in April of 2017. Not to mention the fact that in 2012, whatever feud existed certainly had evaporated because the film was also shown at the Hearst Castle in 2012. So this is just one of those fun little facts that has been confirmed and is the case. So there you go. The Hearst family, after all, didn't have too much of an issue with Citizen Kane, although it seems none of the Hearst members of the family, had seen the film until after William Randolph Hearst passed away in 1951. Okay, moving along to our third film fact that few people know about. Of course, this film is not often discussed at all, and that would be, it's kind of been forgotten, Rocket Gibraltar, and this was a 1988 film that starred the late Burt Lancaster. So, according to Pam Grier's autobiography, Foxy, her scenes were cut out of the film. She was to play the girlfriend to Burt Lancaster's character in the film. By the way, Macaulay Culkin is also in that picture. And the film's director, Daniel Petrie, feared, quote, repercussions from the interracial love scenes. And now, Daniel Petrie, interestingly enough, had cast her as a prostitute in 1981's Fort Apache, The Bronx. I guess that's fine as long as if she's playing a prostitute who's not engaged in a relationship with a white man, especially Burt Lancaster. So the director got cold feet. And interestingly, the year prior to Rocket Gibraltar, there was a film called Fatal Beauty with Whoopi Goldberg, who is clearly has an interracial relationship with Sam Elliott. But it seems that in the 1970s, rather than in the 1980s. They were more adventurous with the idea of interracial relationships and recognized them as such. Case in point, James Earl Jones, playing a heavyweight fighter, and Jen Alexandra as his white mistress in 1970's powerful The Great White Hope, based of course on the boxer Jack Johnson. So, what was really the issue? And was race not an issue as much as Pam's super hot foxy charisma? That could be it. Who knows? But she was disappointed when told by the director that her scenes would be cut from the film Rocket Gibraltar. Interesting turn of events is that in 1997, Quentin Tarantino's adaptation of Rum Punch, the novel by Elmore Leonard, the film called, of course, Jackie Brown, Pam Grier's character Jackie Brown has a few intimate scenes with Robert Forster, who of course is white, and they share even a kiss in the film's finale. Interestingly, when I saw the film in theaters at that time, you could almost hear a pin drop when this moment happened. Take that for whatever it's worth. So there you have it. So those are 3 different film facts regarding secret film facts, rather, that are not very well known and should be talked about more often. So I'd like to do more of these shows, and if you like what you hear, please subscribe to Jerry Saravia at the Movies, and I'll try to dig up more fun film facts, secret film facts that are not necessarily out there in the internets. And that's all I got to say for now, and this is Jerry Saravia at the Movies, signing off.